Do you always fail big time whenever you're trying to reach your goal in your life? Remember that going uphill is always worthwhile, but will always be difficult. And your goal is not going to come to you, or will not just fall on you while you rest, and it's not going to be something that is so simple. It's always going to be difficult, but if you want it, you got to go and get it. How to achieve our goal are questions we sometimes ask. Many times we are so fast in doing what we'd like to accomplish, but always fails big time. And then we stop. And when we don't progress in what we are doing, we stop dreaming and reaching our goals. Have you considered patience as part of your action plan? To lose patience is to lose the battle. According to Mahatma Gandhi, have patience with all things but first of all with yourself. Words from Francis de Sales. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Says Confucius, there once reigned a mighty king. He was exploring a jungle by himself one day. He soon became disoriented. On a high, he peered around, but there were no towns or villages in the area. Darkness was setting in. After some while, a bright light could be seen in the distance. He then began to move in that direction and soon arrived at the cottage. He observed an elderly woman cleaning the cabin outside. She welcomed him when she saw him since she assumed he was an army soldier. She provided the king with water for drinking and for personal hygiene. She then laid up a mat so that he could unwind. The king began to unwind. She finally set a dish of steaming rice and curry in front of him. The king reached fast for the hot food since he was extremely hungry. He spilt some rice on the floor and his fingers got burnt by the hot food. Upon observing this, the elderly woman remarked, "Well, you seem too impatient and hasty like your king. You burned your fingers and wasted some food as a result." When the king heard the elderly woman's remarks, he was taken aback and inquired, "Why do you believe our king is impatient and hasty?" "My dear son, our king is having a big dream of taking all his enemy forts," the elderly woman said with a smile. "He is doing it while disregarding all the little forts and concentrating exclusively on capturing the big forts." "Well, that's a good thing," the king said as he interrupted the elderly woman. "What's wrong with that, exactly?" "Wait, my child," she responded with a smile. "You burned your fingers and lost some food due to your eagerness when eating the food." Similar to this, the king's haste to conquer his opponents led to the casualties in his army. Instead of burning your fingers and wasting food, try eating the less hot food towards the edge first and then in the center. The king should improve his position by attacking the small forts in a similar manner. It enables him to take control of the large forts without losing any of his army troops. After hearing this, the king recognized his error and learned that patience and avoiding haste in any matter are the best approaches. The moral of the story is, in order to succeed in life, we must first learn the process and then put up the necessary effort. Likewise, if we want fast outcomes, we will grow frustrated and fail to achieve our life's goals. For instance, it won't be possible to lose 10 kilograms in 1 week of weight loss. Instead, concentrate on losing 1 kilogram in 2 to 3 weeks and 10 kilograms in 6 months. With perseverance and time, we will succeed in our objectives. With patience, we may accomplish our objectives, keep a more upbeat attitude on life, and become less reactive, which will reduce our tendency for making poor decisions. Anger, remorse, and stress are useless. Take a moment if you are confronted with a risky position, an unknown future, or a bad incident. Do nothing. Just take a few moments to relax. Besides this, jot down some encouraging life quotes whenever you notice your thoughts drifting in a negative path so you may correct your course and make wiser choices. We are not going to suggest that practicing patience is simple. Not really. On other days, all of us want to do is act hastily or, worse still, give up. Repeating a few inspirational sayings will encourage you to keep going when those times come up. More sources for calming Bible passages about patience can be found in the Holy Book. Spending time in nature has also been shown to help us respond more thoughtfully and to lift our mood. Patience is the best remedy for every trouble, according to Plautus. I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures, says Lao Tzu. On a daily basis, we all encounter scenarios that are trying our patience. The kids are climbing the walls, you're waiting on hold with customer service, and the Wi-Fi is excruciatingly slow. It's challenging to endure with a positive attitude when things are challenging. Sometimes the "stay calm and carry on" billboard isn't enough to clear your head. Instead, you need to consult a more reliable source, such as the Bible, to put you in the correct frame of mind to deal with the challenges of the day. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 18. Hot tempers cause arguments, but patience brings peace. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 8. The end of something is better than its beginning. Patience is better than pride. Romans chapter 8 verse 25. But if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. My friend, you need to trust God's guidance and directions in achieving your goal. Work hard, work smart, be patient, stay humble, and never give up. If you promised yourself to be patient and not to give up, subscribe now.